Oh shit. That'll fuck you up, that's for sure. Very, very beautiful day today. Maybe too beautiful. This is the Yorkshire British man inside of me saying it's too beautiful. 35 degrees already at 8 a.m. So it's a hot one. And today's session is a hot one too. It is a time trial for a mile. So I've never trained for a shorter distance run before. So I'm actually a bit nervous about this one, which is good, right? But there's no pressure. This will be, whatever it is, it'll be a PB. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, it's hot. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm looking forward to it. And this time trial is going to give me a lot of data to understand the process that I need to go through to be able to complete my challenge, which I will be potentially explaining at the end of this video or in the next video. One thing, this is going to sound like an excuse already, but a lot of my clients have been saying at the moment they feel like they're slower, but it's absolutely red hot in the UK, it's red hot in Europe at the moment, and there's actually a lot of studies and evidence to explain why when it is hotter, it's very common and normal to actually run slower. Obviously, your heart rate is higher, your energy systems are being tanked out, maxed out because of the heat, the internal body temperature and stuff like that. So it makes sense for you if you usually run, for example, a 10k at 5:30 minutes per kilometre and your heart rate is below 150, it's like zone 2 for you. Fully expect to be running that at 5:50 to 6 to keep your heart rate in that zone. But that's totally what I recommend. It's don't stick to the pace, stick to the zone. Always stick to the zone, because it's the zone during those lower intensity easy runs which is important. Anyway, time to stop playing around and time to get into it. I'm gonna have to reset my watch though, because in pausing this to have a rest, I actually started the mile, so I'm gonna have to reset the watch and go again. But nevertheless, let's get to it. Oh shit. That'll fuck you up, that's for sure. I'm not sure on the time because it's all programmed in. So we'll do a recap when I get home. I think it was around 3:30, 3:33, something like that. Which I think will be my fastest K ever, kilometre. Obviously I need to tag 600 on the end of that, so happy days. Now time to work the boobs, work the abs, and then it's cool down, jog home. I'm done, but I said to myself at the end of every run, I'm going to work on my abs, I'm going to do max press-ups. Those are the standards you set to yourself. If you're the type of guy that says you're going to do something and then just lies to yourself and don't keep the promises that you make to yourself, you fucked it, you're lost, you're miles away from where you need to be. You don't even have to think about the best diet, the best training plan, what supplements you could take. If you can't even keep a fucking promise to yourself, game over. 6:17. I've had my head buried in that laptop over there all day since I got back from the time trial, and now it is time for some food. So, before I'd run over what a typical meal for me looks like, I like to keep my meals simple, effective, fuel my performance, and just taste great. You'll see here that it is pretty much all single ingredient food. I don't really believe in the 80-20 rule and shit like that. I'm just like single ingredient food guy, and I fucking love it as well. I absolutely love the food that I eat. All single ingredient food. If you eat like a banana or an apple and you're like, oh, don't really taste it right now, does it? It's because you've deconditioned your taste buds to just enjoy processed shit all the time. Give yourself 21 days, reset, eat a single ingredient food diet, literally for 21 days. You'll reset your taste buds, and from there out, it's just easy. I have the easiest diet to follow in the world because I never crave anything. I never crave anything sweet because I have it all here. I have it all with blueberries, with kiwis, with sweet potato, with Brussels sprouts. That's as complex as my diet ever gets. I throw it all into the same pan and it's done. And that is how pretty much my dinner looks every single day. And I absolutely love it. I will swap the sprouts for tomatoes, mushrooms, whatever it might be, broccoli, and swap the chicken for fish. But generally, that's how it looks. And look, guys, you don't have to take that same unbalanced, which some people might call it, approach with your nutrition. You can have much more balance if you want. But the way I look at it is, I want to look great. I want to perform at my best as well. And I know that this diet allows me to do that. Why a lot of people fail in their own dieting pursuits is because they crave food and they don't have the willpower or the discipline to not overindulge on that food as well. Like I've said then, I don't crave any processed food because I don't eat it. How good would you feel and how successful do you think you'd be on your diet if you never craved any processed food either? So it's something to think about. And a lot of people ask me whether I log and track my food as well, weigh it all out. Yes, I do. I use the tools that I need to use to get the job done. I want to perform at my peak, and I know that if I didn't weigh out my food and I didn't log my food and track it, that I'd undereat. And I can't undereat for the amount of work that I'm doing at the moment in time. And it's similar approach that I take with my clients. Like I say to clients, let's use the tools that we have available to get the job done. And if for a client the job done is fat loss, we use those tools that we need to use to get the job done. And then after that, I teach clients how to not need to log and track, to maintain the results that they've got forever. If you're in that same spot, should I log, should I track? I don't want to. It feels too much. It feels like I can't be bothered doing it. Do it, get the job done, and then undo that process. It makes so much sense to do it that way because your fat loss phase is going to be more effective. You're going to be fueling your performance whilst you're doing it as well, which means your physique will look better at the end of it. And then afterwards, as I say, you can just undo that and learn how to maintain your physique afterwards without logging and tracking. So I've just been putting this video together and I realised that I've not actually told anybody what my mile time was or told anybody what my challenge is going to be. So I'm going to do that now. The mile time was something that I'm actually really happy with. I hit 5 minutes and 41 seconds, which is great. I'm really happy with that. However, there's work that needs to be done. I'm going to need to knock off 42 seconds from that mile time and aiming for a sub 5 minute mile as part of this challenge. But at the same time, I'm going to be aiming to deadlift 500 pounds all in the same day. So that is going to be a 500 pound deadlift and a sub 5 minute mile all in the same day. Now, I want to join an exclusive club. And this is an exclusive club. When I've been thinking about my push-pull run challenge, right, very, very proud of my achievements there. Like, from where I started to where I've ended up, incredibly proud of my achievements. But when I think about it, it's like, any body who's trained hybrid for a decent amount of time, seriously, would be able to tick that off. Like a 500 kilogram powerlifting hurdle, sub 25k, in 60 minutes, it's achievable. When you're talking about a 500 pound deadlift and a sub 5 minute mile in the same day, that's an exclusive club. And that scares me. And I find that if something scares you, you need to lean in. And deadlift, out of all the powerlifting movements, is my most challenging lift. My form's still not fantastic. I overthink it a lot. So I'm looking forward to perfecting that. I'm looking forward to getting fast as fuck, because the minute per kilometre time that I need to hit a sub 5 minute mile is something like 3:07. 3:07. Like, fuck. I don't think I've ever hit that. I'll probably hit it for like a 100 metre sprint or something like that. But yeah, 3:07 for a mile and a 500 pound deadlift. And I'm 20 weeks out. In this YouTube series, I'm going to be documenting my entire journey. No excuses, not settling for average, getting the work done, showing you and me what it takes to join an elite club. I'm looking forward to it. Come along for the ride.